gosh, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about my fall and winter shoe lineup. I've always been a shoe girl more than I've ever been a bag gal, and then in the most recent years I became a clothing girl too. So like in the next year, so I do want to bulk up my handbag collection. I do have some key pieces, but forever my love will be shoes. So today I'm going to be discussing my particular fall winter shoe lineup, and these are the shoes that I've either got recently or I've been had, because I'm one of those people, I can keep my shoes in great condition for years. Like some of the shoes you're going to see today I've had for multiple years. So really I want to start off with something super easy, and it's a sneaker. I feel like I'm a city girl. I'm always running around, and most days I'm gonna be caught in either a sneaker or some type of flat. And you can't go wrong with this pair, the New Balance. They have several different really cool variations, but these are the classic ones. These can go with every outfit. This is the ultimate dad sneaker. And to be honest, growing up in Baltimore, this was the shoe everybody was wearing. I feel like, and I don't want to catch any heat for this, but I do feel like in the most recent years, other cities like New York have caught on to this situation. But yeah, Baltimore, when I was growing up, nothing but New Balances, okay? But yeah, something like this, instead of like in the summertime, I would probably wear a Van sneaker that's a slip-on or a lace-up, something that's super easy to wear, and ankle bearing. Whereas this one is just a little bit thicker as far as the structure of the shoe, keep you a little bit warmer, but it is an all year round shoe, but it's something that I feel that I gravitate to more in the cooler months than in the summer months. And another option I will wear for like a sneaker would be my Ricks. These are, I don't know how long I've had these, honestly. They don't smell horrible yet, but I've had them for a while. Like they even have a hole in them at some point, like I see them when I'm walking. But Ricks, also something that's a little bit of a higher height and just rugged. Honestly, I feel like they're just an abstract Converse sneaker. I've always looked at them like that, but just more more goth, more dark, more regal, and it's iconic. Honestly, the Rick Owens sneaker is iconic, and this is such a New York shoe too. Obviously something you could wear with shorts in the summertime, but I also feel like another sneaker that's a little bit more heavy duty and I gravitate to way more in the fall and winter are the Rick Owens sneakers. And I do have a pair of the Rick Owens Converse collaboration sneakers, and those I do feel, because they're thinner, they're definitely something I would wear more often in the summer than in the winter, because obviously it's thinner. You're not going to be as warm with your feet, so that's the sneaker composition. And as far as sneakers are concerned, like I said, they can go with so many different outfits, with dresses, with sweatpants, with jeans, a crop denim. You can even wear a pair of sneakers with literally a long dress, which is all the rave right now. Like everyone's wearing maxi everything, and I just feel like you can get away with wearing a sneaker running around town, but also looking super regal and like you're about to go to a fancy dinner, and then boom, you see a sneak peek of your feet and you're wearing sneakers. But she's comfy though. She's comfy and it's giving. So the next variation of shoe can go from a simple flat to a flat form, like platform, or flat boot. Obviously, again, with the theme of sneakers riding right before it, it's comfort over everything. And honestly, there are several different flats that I gravitate to throughout the autumn and winter. First off, having an Oxford, a lace-up flat shoe with a little bit of a height to it. I still consider this a flat, but this also can go with so many dresses and skirts, and then business, like pleated pant. I just feel like this was super smart. I bought this a couple years ago from Louis Vuitton, and literally one of my favorites. One of my favorites because it also has the classic monogram, and then the little sneak peek of logo also in the back, but I feel like even though it has a logo all over, it's still subtle and can go with so many different color variations and, you know, neutrals, and even pops of color this would jump off on as well. So definitely love that. Another one is the classic loafer, and you know, I feel like they're trying to say that this isn't in style right now, this isn't trending, but honestly, when it comes to shoes, I feel like you should be really careful about the structure of the shoe for longevity. I feel like, you know, there are certain brands that do super square shapes in certain seasons of theirs, or super pointed toe, and it's like, okay, if it's not going to be an iconic style that the brand carries out for many years to come, that they're actually known for, I kind of stay away from them as much as possible. But when it comes to a loafer, I mean, you can't really go wrong, and it's always going to be on trend for your closet. This is a classic style Prada. Also, again, this is a very New Yorker shoe. I feel like New Yorkers just always have a clean Prada loafer or a Gucci loafer, whatever. But I think loafers with socks in the winter are super sleek. Even a white sock, if you're feeling jazzy, and actually wearing a cropped pant to show it off. You can also do something like a lacy sock with these, and then also show off the sock combination with the shoe. But these are just easygoing. The pattern that they developed for this shoe, I mean, for the amount of years that I've had it, I mean, look at the creases. And I wear these shoes often. The longevity of this shoe is ridiculously long, and I feel that this was a really great investment. But also it goes with so much stuff in my closet. Now I know this is super debatable, because there's some people who really love this trend, but this is also something that has always been on trend for me, mostly because my family is from the Dutch islands of Aruba. So clogs have always been a part of the DNA in some way. So I like flat clogs and some with a lot of length, I mean a lot of height. But Birkenstock, the Boston clog, this is a classic. This is a classic. You can never go wrong with a Boston clog. Plus, you always look really cozy and cute. And this with one of those like heavy knitted socks, winter socks, it just gives, I don't know, vanilla chai latte on a Sunday at twilight. I don't know. It's just, it's giving that type of coziness. And a lot of people do not like these clogs. A lot of people don't like clogs in general. People are really just over the whole trend right now. But I have a pair of red leather clogs with a wooden bottom, and they're classic to me, baby. So I think that they can also go with a lot of fall looking outfits. And I feel like they're great for apple picking. I don't know. Or just doing certain work, and like doing woodwork in a workshop. If you're ever in those scenarios, I just think clogs are perfect for those moments. They really are, with chunky knit sweaters. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm here for it. When it comes to like a flat form, Carlos really, he drags me for these. He really drags me for these, but I love them. I love that they're quirky. I love that they're unexpected. And then it's by Loewe, so it's like, yes, they're big. Yes, they might be a little doofy, but they are interesting. They give me some extra height, a conversation piece. If I'm wearing a long pant, then all you see is this. Then you think I just have a big old chunky loafer on, but then you see it, they're like, wait a minute, is she wearing leather socks? I don't know, ask me, and we'll start a conversation. But I love these. To me, these are a form of art to me, okay? I love these things. I've worn them so much. I wore them in the snow. As soon as I got them, my mom got them for me for Christmas. I picked them out. She was like, you and your shoe selection, I just don't understand it. And honestly, yeah, I've always been this way, but flat form, I'm living for it, okay? For another flat form moment, these are way less aggressive than the Loewe. The Row, classic flat form boot. When I tell you the leather is so supple, they also have a neoprene, but this is, again, this is a boot that the Row has been making for years. Since they've been out, I feel that they have this particular boot, and it's their classic shape. So for me, it's like, invest in something that will be innate to that brand for years to come, and it works for them. It's something that, you know, I've only had for a little bit, and obviously, like, the leather is aging, but for me, I like how it looks, and when it's on my foot, it actually gloves on so perfectly. But I love how they style up anything. In this color too, it's not their, you know, it's not the most classic color overall, but to me it is like fall burgundy. I feel like this color will always be something that people will gravitate to, and would work with army greens. Look at this. Look how it bounces off of this one. It balances so well. It can even balance well with this. Look how those two colors go together and then also pop out at the same time. So I might actually wear this with my outfit today. I'm wearing mostly denim, and it's going to look really chic and well put together. I feel like this could be considered a flat form, but I mean, in blending with a combat boot, but giving you some height, is the classic Prada combat boot that really in 2020, the girls is going crazy for these. The girls is going crazy for these, and I just love the fact that it comes with these little bags on the sides. You can take them off. They're detachable. You can add them to your sleeve for a little coin pocket moment, but also it's super cool, super durable, very heavy, but not in the worst way. Like, for personally, it doesn't hurt my shins. I've heard other people complain about the weight of this boot, but to be honest, I would rather have a heavy boot, especially during the winter months. You know, I've worn these in the snow. Again, Prada does something really durable with their boots, because I've had them for a couple of years and worn them to death, and it's just a little bit of creasing you see. It's not a lot of damage and wear that you see in the boot like this. So I felt that it was worth it. I see a lot of dupes of these on the internets, and I think they're all worth it. But I like the fact that it gives me some extra height. So for flats, flat form, flat boots, oh, I have another favorite, and it gives equestrian. It gives, I've had these for years as well. I got them at a sample sale, and they have the Vibram bottom. So like the sole is super durable. I've worn these things to death. These are Alexander Wang. Got these for a steal, like I think $150. And you know, typically their stuff is like $8 to over $1,000. Okay, yeah, best purchase for a flat boot. And it really is just, there's so many outfits that surprisingly this goes with, especially with the metal that it has here. I've worn these in the dead snow as well, and really you shouldn't really be wearing like certain leathers in the snow, but I'll try it and I'll be like, damn, if I mess up the boot. But I've never messed up a boot, knock on wood. Is this wood? This is wood. Knock on wood. I haven't messed up a boot yet doing that. Okay, but these are one of my favorite flat boots that I own. And also, here's the thing too, I've had them for a couple of years and I haven't resold them. But as you can see, I think I walk intentionally to not be so hard on my shoes. And I think that also adds to the longevity of them. So when it comes to boots, you know, you can never go wrong with a flat riding boot or a combat boot, or a cool structured over the knee boot, which I'll show you an example. I have quite a few tall boots, but there's something about an over the knee boot for me that's just like scrumdiddlyumptious. So I got these Kate pointed toe. I mean, listen, it's a nose, okay, I get it, but these are over the knee, and this is a soft lambskin with a bit of stretch. And honestly, like sometimes they kind of drop off of my knees, but it looks good still. It looks good, a little bit baggy around my knee, like it slouches a bit in a really nice way, in an intentional way too. But these, with a maxi dress, with a pair of leather shorts, I mean, with a mini skirt, it just really is cool. And Bottega also did something similar that I have. Listen, Bottega has my heart for so many reasons. And I'm not sure what happened with Daniel Lee's direction there, as far as like why he left so abruptly. I heard there was some racial issues that had occurred and they got him out immediately. But I have to say, his tenure there, like, he did that, because still the shoes that he designed for the brand are like living and still being loved to this day. Like, obviously the tire boot or the shape of the boot is still strong, going long, okay? But this also is an over the knee boot that is scrumdiddlyumptious. So yeah, I'm a leather girl. I'm a leather girl. I love fitted leather in boots that feel like second skin, because for some reason I just feel like in the winter I want to feel suited and booted. I want to feel like I have protection in my wear. You know, what I'm wearing, it's my gear, it's my armor. I feel that, you know, layers are, first of all, fall and winter to me are the best fashion months, period, because that's where it shows how, you know, people, they layer, or certain textures like suedes and velvets and tweeds and leathers. It's just, you can get really funky with your style in these months. And play with so many different things, textures, colors. And, you know, I like to feel like I'm a little bit like a winter warrior out here in these streets. And these types of boots really make me feel that way. Also, when it comes to boots, obviously you need a little bit of a heel from time to time. And right now I'm seeing a lot of metallics and funky prints as well. So as you guys know from one of my last videos, my birthday video, this Dries boot, it comes right to my knee, like right under my kneecap, which I don't really love, because my kneecap looked like a face or something squishy and mushy. I just don't love that for me. But these boots, they're amazing. Dries always does a shoe really well, and you can't take that away from him. But this was one of those cool prints that he did this season. Another boot that he did that is a really big favorite of mine, and I've actually got these, I got these off of someone else. Like, she was purging her closet and I bought them secondhand off of her. And look at the sculpted heel. Also known for that. That season he did a lot of sculpted heels, whether it was this type of material or resin. Phenomenal. And these are battered up too in suede leather, but I wear them to death as well, and they're just amazing. But yeah, love this printed situation. And then another, like, I know I'm gonna be getting a lot of wear out of this, and typically I don't normally like to buy a lot of heels from Zara, but I know y'all seen these. They also come in a different texture in like a turquoise color, but the girls have been going crazy with these. And there's so many different ways to wear them. I will be posting a couple different variations on how I like to style a boot like this on my Instagram. But these are really fun. They're comfortable too. They're really comfortable. I don't think that they're all it's all genuine leather or at all. I have to double check, but these are really fun. I did like these. And my friend Brown Girl Cheese, she wore those first, and I saw her with them. I was like, oh, I really like how she's doing with those. And we have different styles, but I felt like I could see it in my closet too. So thanks for putting me on for that one. And then another classic. I feel that suede leather, anything is just yummy as well. But these are Saint Laurent. I don't know what year, but I know it was a long time ago. And that heel, now, here's the thing. If you take a look at Saint Laurent, they have certain silhouettes in their shoes that remain consistent. So an almond toe shoe, for me, is always going to be on trend. We might have square years, we might have super round, we might have pointed toe moments, but an almond shaped shoe is forever classic to me. So these are slightly over the knee, but for me, my legs are a little bit slim, so it slouches down, so it gives that like super 70s chic vibe. And I love the fact that it came with tassels as well. But these are one of those shoes that I could wear a really thick sock with and stay really warm and feel really cute. I love wearing midi skirts with a boot like this. I feel like it's really sexy. When it comes to boot heels, again, you saw this pair of Dries, but also, you know, Margiela. This is not for everybody. The tabby toe is not for everybody, and I get that. They were once all black, and I painted them over because I wanted a little bit of extraness. And plus, I was kind of like, I keep seeing black all over. If I paint them into a funky situation like this, I won't see it as often. I'll feel a little bit more individual within this tabby boot phenomenon. But, you know, an ankle boot can be worn in so many different ways and also throughout all the year, but especially during fall and winter. But these are one of my favorite boots. They literally can go with so much stuff. And you know, there's some shoes that I had that I'm like, dang, like it can't go with everything I have. But something like this, for me, how I style myself, I can see this boot with so many different variations of outfits. And then going along with like the super platform boot trend, you know, I love to see it. I do feel that there are different, you know, pieces of feedback about, you know, wearability and how safe they feel, or like the shape of them, the colors that they're coming out with. But I am glad that I got onto a platform boot moment a long time ago. Again, with Saint Laurent, with the snake skin. But this is a true platform, and honestly, this shape is something that's been living through the decades. This is the ultimate 70s boot. This is the ultimate platform, with that lady who wore her afro as big as ever, with the bell bottoms, with the triangle bra, okay? And then she threw these bad boys on and she was dancing all night at Studio 54. Like, this is the ultimate 70s platform boot. And I don't wear them as much. Why? Because they make me so much taller than Carlos. So if my girlfriends want to go out, can we go out so I can wear these more? Let's go dancing. And then finally, you know, you have to, oh wait, one more ankle boot. One more ankle boot. And again, this goes back to when brands have an iconic shoe moment in a specific shape, I would love to invest in that because it will forever be a moment. The Balenciaga knife boot. Got these on a real for pennies. Okay, these were secondhand, real. They didn't have much damage at all. I think they were worn maybe like twice. I think that lady wore them just twice, or man, I don't know. Only wore them twice and then put them up for sale. But this print, it is giving a lot of love right now with this particular print. I'm seeing it everywhere, but to me, this print is also iconic and classic and can go throughout many seasons. So this with like a monochromatic look of one certain color, it just pops. All black, denim, army fatigue, like, girl. Okay, so when it comes to having a pair of like ladylike shoes, my lady shoes, let me show you a pair of lady shoes that I have. I got dogged for these, but this is my variation of a lady shoe. Since I like a tabby, I like a little bit of a toe print situation, but this is not the lady shoe that I think is classic for all ladies. So this shoe to me is a lady shoe, the Dries Classic Pump. Now, it doesn't have to be this pointed toe, you know, this is like an almond mixed with a point, but something just with a light, not too much of a heel going on. I feel like this is a forever shoe as well. It sculpts nicely around the foot. It goes with so many different outfits, and I feel like you can never go wrong. Now, I did, my girl Lorraine, she bought 2 pairs of these at the yoke sale, and she got them in different leather colors, but these are phenomenal. I think that they're the perfect height. You can't get, your feet won't hurt immediately wearing these, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lady shoe is something that just mimics classic ladylike, feminine situations, but then put your twist on it. Find something that comes in a really cool texture or a cool print. A leather. This is literally a wool material. So my feet are always warm, and these with a nice pair of socks are really cute too. I do feel like, you know, you can wear a sandal in the winter time, but with a sock it just pops out so nicely, and it gives an illusion of a boot. So I feel like for me, I always have to have a nice pair of sneakers to rock with so many different looks. I have to have so many different variations of flats, whether it's a flat form, a combat boot, a loafer, or Oxford. And then when you take it up a notch, you have your ankle boots. And having fun with ankle boots is really important for me too, like having cool colors or different structures. A classic silhouette for that particular brand. Like, these are the moments that I'm like, okay, I love me a good old ankle boot. And then when it comes to the taller boots, I love an at the knee boot, but the over the knee boot just does something way more to me. Like, it's just, I love an over the knee boot because it's an exaggeration. It is just extra. It's, like I said, scrumdiddlyumptious. And it creates character. I think shoes can create character for a person. And to be honest, not a lot of people do it this way, but for me, the shoe starts the outfit. I build around the shoe and I go upward. And that's why I feel that I get a lot of wear out of all my shoes, because I'm like, okay, I want to wear this one today. And then the outfit just curates around it. But yeah, and you can't go wrong with a snow boot. But to be honest, I don't have like a real snow boot. I like the ones from Uggs. I think I'm going to be getting those. But I don't have an actual snow boot with like a moon boot or like a full fur situation. No, I don't have any of those things. And I haven't had a real snow boot in years. So I've always worn my leather goods. My recording stopped, and I think because it ran out of space. But all in all, let me run down one more time. Oh wait, and another ladylike shoe. And these are kind of like, the color is a little bit harder to style. So, you know, maybe starting off with something a little bit more neutral, but a cool Mary Jane situation, whether it's around the ankle or across the toe. That's a classic Mary Jane. But to me, this is a really cute lady shoe. It's very ladylike and goes so many different things. But these are the Valentinos. Love that little heel sculpted situation here. But love running around in something like this. And then your feet don't bail on you as you're walking through the city. I do a lot of walking. So when I want to be a little bit more feminine, you know, I take it up a notch with something like that. But all in all, I feel that the perfect fall and winter lineup for shoes start with a nice pair of sneakers that are thick and structured and can go with everything in your closet, and you can just be running like you need to throughout the day. I love flats, you know, when it comes to loafers, Oxford, flat form boots, flat form shoes, combat boots. These are things that you can easily throw in and make sure you're comfortable all day long, but choosing the right textures, colors, and you know, different leathers or suedes, that's where you can have fun with it, and it can be applied to your entire wardrobe. And then taking it up a notch with a knee-height boot, you know, or heel, and different prints, metallics, also having a moment with that. Because you could take, you know, you could wear a flat boot with jeans, dresses, whatever, but when you wear a heeled boot, it just gives you a little extra oomph, a little extra zhuzh. And then I love taking it up a notch. I know it's not for everybody, but an over-the-knee boot is extra. It's my extra sauce. And I love an over-the-knee boot. It's just so much more dramatic, and you could just have a lot more fun with it. And like I said, I dress from feet up. My outfits are based off of my shoes. It's my conversation piece. It's my favorite thing. Like I said, I'm a shoe girl. And honestly, these are the moments, you know, and then having an ankle boot too in there, I think you can also have fun with stuff like that. But my shoe lineup, if I had to pick like one for each category, one for each category. I would do the Rick for a sneaker, because you'd be surprised at how well it goes with everything. Okay, if I had to pick a flat shoe out of the ones that we talked about, whether it's like an Oxford or loafer, I would pick the Prada loafer because it's timeless, and really durable and comfortable. A flat form boot or flat form shoe, as much as I love the Loewe, I would actually go with the Row flat form booty. If I had to go with a flat boot, I would actually go with the equestrian vibe from Alexander Wang. If I had to do a lady heel, this lady heel, this is also giving me perspective on how I can minimize my closet. If it came to a at the knee boot, honestly, even though these are newer, I just feel I see so much more life in them long term. I will pick this one. And then as far as an over the knee moment, not pictured because it's all the way packed up top in my other situation, the Rick Owen over the knee boots. I am a Rick girl. My father's name is Ricardo, so I'm a Rick girl. But yeah, I would do the over the knee boot from Rick Owens with the sculpted heel. Oh, and an ankle boot. Ankle boot. Oh gosh. Dang. Oh, the ankle boot is hard. Wait a minute now. I would go with the Tabby Margiela. I really want to say this one too, but I can only pick one, right? So this one. I love my ankle boots. Oh my God. But this one is a lot more like, I could see it with a lot more options. And this one, the color, I feel it could be worn with a lot, don't get me wrong, but I feel it's a little bit more limited, whereas the black and white is just more on point, and it is more of my quirkier style of shoe. So those are all the, yeah. Those are it. Oh my gosh. Wow. I really don't need all these things, huh? But those are the ones I would pick for each of those categories. But like I said, I'm a shoe girl, and this is where my heart will be forever when it comes to fashion. Anything is starting with a shoe. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will be sharing my thoughts on a fall and winter shoe wish list that I probably won't even get in real life, but we just gonna have a conversation about it. But comment below, tell me, what are your favorite shoes for these seasons? What's your shoe lineup looking like? What are you excited to wear? What's your favorite like staple situation? And we'll discuss further. But don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, comment, like, all the things. Welcome to the family. I appreciate y'all giving me some time today. Toodles!